Hello and welcome to Mint Canvas Studio. In today's video, I will share with you the client portal template that I use in my freelance business to manage my clients and projects. If you are a freelancer or a creative struggling to find a system to organize and streamline your client work and communication, I think you'll love this video. My sister and I created Mint Canvas Studio to help small business owners, freelancers, and creatives like you manage projects and clients, and to help you organize your business in a way that makes you feel less overwhelmed and at the same time look professional and competent. This template is all about creating an elevated client experience while simplifying your workflow as a freelancer, and of course, is made entirely in Notion, the productivity app we fell in love with. Before we jump into the actual tour, I want to point out that this template can integrate perfectly with any Notion setup you might already have in place. If you don't have one, no worries. You might want to check out our freelance dashboard made precisely to organize your business and that contains a ton of features to manage your brand, projects, tasks, and much more. But now let's take a look at the client portal. At the top of the page, there are three sections. The first is a welcome paragraph to briefly introduce the portal to your client and explain how to use it. If you want, you can create a brief introductory video explaining how to use the portal for your client, and you can embed the video here. The template is very intuitive, so it should take you and your clients no time to figure out how to use it. And that's the power of this system. We specifically wanted to create a tool you would use and share with your client. And by the way, sharing the page is very easy. Simply hover over the top right menu of the page and click Share. Every time someone edits a blog or leaves a comment, Notion will send a notification via email. This will reduce the number of emails and messages you will share with your client, making the portal a central hub for communication as well. Moving on, the second section is a block containing all your contact information, business hours, and even the meeting platforms you use. The third block contains useful links to other tools you want to share with your client, including other workspaces. The second section contains a client notification center and a meeting database. The notification center is a block with checkboxes containing all tasks that your client has to complete at each stage of the project, including links to specific blocks and documents on the portal. It basically functions as a task list for your client and as a navigation bar, thanks to the hyperlinks. Once the client completes a task, they can check the relative checkbox. Easy and clean. We decided not to use a database for this, despite knowing how powerful databases are, for a few reasons. Firstly, it is so easy and convenient for any client to use this method, even if they haven't used Notion before. Secondly, we believe that the less access a client has to your actual task database, the better. Yes, you can restrict the access of a database, but this method has worked for us so conveniently and we stand by it. So every time you need your client to do something, simply write it down here as a checkbox and wait. Easy. By the way, to create a hyperlink to a specific block, hover over the block you want to link, click on the six dot icon, select Copy Link to Block, go back to the place you want the link to be, and double-click on the word. Select Link from the menu and paste the link using Command V or Ctrl V for Windows. And that's it. Very easy. Next to the client notifications, there's a database for all meetings for the project. It contains two templates for a kickoff call and a weekly meeting review, but feel free to edit them to your liking. The database has two views, one for upcoming meetings and one for all meetings. If you have a work dashboard and a meeting database already in use, you can delete this database and create a linked view of your existing meetings database with a filter that shows only the meetings relative to this specific client. This makes this template very editable and customizable to your specific workflow. Below this section, we find the project overview, which contains a brief paragraph to describe the project, its scope and goals, and a section to define the project's timeline and members, and a very important section detailing all the deliverables for the project. Next to it, I placed an image you can replace with the actual project's mood board or a reference photo. Next, we have the project stages. I've created 4 main stages from onboarding to completion. Each stage has a hyperlink to the relative block on the page and a list of tasks and events regarding the current phase of the project to help your client know what to expect and help you keep track of your workload. You can place hyperlinks for each item on the list if you like. Below this section, you have all the stages with their relative steps. I placed embed blocks to easily let you upload documents, such as, for example, a contract or drafts. There are spaces for your clients to download the files and write down the feedback and comments. In the offboarding stage, I've included a section for a goodbye packet if you have one, and a section for licensing guidelines. There is also a dedicated section regarding billing and payment information that contains a toggle collecting all the invoices. Feel free to personalize this section to how you want to manage this aspect of your business. The next section is dedicated to collecting your client reviews and testimonials. There's a space for your client to write down the review and a survey to assess how your collaboration went. The last section is the final goodbye. Here you can invite your client to follow your social media platforms and to subscribe to your newsletter if you have one. This specifically tailors the client retention aspect of your business and serves as a way to keep in contact with your clients, to turn them into recurring clients if they are new. Next to it, we also place the referral program block that encourages referrals and new leads. And that's it. This is the clear, minimalist, and effective system we have designed to streamline our projects, and we hope you'll want to implement this or a similar system to your workflow. We are sure it's going to be very beneficial for your business and, above all, your stress levels. As always, comments and suggestions are most welcome. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Bye.